So behind me is a Starbucks and it's evening time, and a Starbucks will serve as your living room, as a place to charge electronics, to unwind, to get air conditioning, to get food and beverage, as well as free Wi-Fi. It's a major outlet where you can get those resources. And when you're a nomad, when you're living on the road traveling, understanding where you can get resources, Starbucks, Planet Fitness, rest areas for a certain amount of sleep, that's key to your awareness. Awareness is part of living this nomad life well. Being aware, conscious of where you need to go, where you can go, and how to work around your limitations as far as what you have available to you in your car or van. In addition to getting the resources, what you're getting is an area where you can stretch out, where you can stand up, where you can walk, where you have indoor plumbing, and you have a level of comfort, a different level of comfort on their chairs, using their tables than you do in a car or van. And so adding some comfort to your life makes this life sustainable. How do you find the local Starbucks? Using your phone. Your phone is the greatest resource you have available to you, especially in today's technology era. Using your phone to Google search the nearest Starbucks and then hitting the MapQuest directions button to guide you there is key. So being phone literate, having a phone, having a signal, having an unlimited data plan, which I recommend with your phone, that's how you locate other resources through your main resource, which is your phone. And sometimes getting refreshed, getting outside, getting some air, and getting in some comfort allows you to recharge your mind, body, and soul. Because as you just sit, as you sit in your car or your van, your mind can play games on you. So you almost need to, again, substitute your limitations by using the public resources, and by keeping a level of movement in your life and not getting stagnant, just sitting in your van or your car, and getting that fresh air and walking and letting your blood flow. So again, these things are part of a life that's just constant movement, and that's what wears you out, is a constant movement. You're taking a rest, and you're giving your mind a level of comfort. But over time, even as you have some comforts and you use these resources, human nature is, we get tired of the endless challenge of finding resources, or we get complacent and we always go back to the same resources. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think you have to be conscious as a nomad is movement is your friend. And if you stay stagnant too long, when you do have to move again, your brain and your mind may struggle with adapting because you've become so comfortable and complacent in your circumstance. And I see many nomads get into that situation where they find an area they like, they get stagnant. And so once in a while, I think it's good to move, even if you don't have to, just to keep a level of adaptation in your mind. Your nomadic muscles are just that, they're muscles. When you move, your mind works. It has to adapt to a new environment, has to get directions and navigate through unfamiliar places. And so like any muscles, there's a muscle memory. When you don't use your muscles, they struggle more. So again, just be conscious that the nomadic life is the nomadic life, not the static life. And even me, sometimes I get complacent, and you have to be careful. This life can wear on you, because Starbucks is literally your living room. And over time, I think most people want to settle. They don't want constant movement. It's fun for an adventure, it's fun for a vacation, but you just have to be conscious that you are bucking the trend. You are living an abnormal life. And you can't look at society like they're wrong. You have to realize that you are unique in society, and you have to move accordingly and respect your surroundings and respect the public, and just keep it moving. Keeping it moving is key to this lifestyle. And you notice in my videos when I'm outside, I speak more soft, like I am now. I look around, to make sure that I'm not intruding other people's space, because you're in a public space, public parking, public resources, and you have to respect that. And there's a certain etiquette that if you don't use that proper etiquette, you're going to struggle even more in this life, because you're going to get yourself in trouble. So these are some thoughts I wanted to share with you as I document my journey that I have 2.5 years living full-time out of my car in New Jersey and in Florida, and traveling up and down the entire East Coast of America.